Welcome back to another episode of Banking Made Easy with TFCU. I'm Lily from the Street Team.
And I'm Courtney from the Street Team. And today we have a very special episode lined up for you. We're going to be talking about all of the great things that's been happening with TFCU for the last year.
That's right, Courtney. We are also going to be discussing some of the exciting updates coming to TFCU within the near future. And we have a very special guest to tell us about them. But before we get too far, I've got a quick trivia question for you, Courtney.
For me?
For you.
All right.
Are you ready?
I am.
Okay. So TFCU began back in 1947 in the basement of Taunton City Hall, and we have grown so much since then. Mm-hmm. Can you name the 5 communities where our branches are currently located?
I can. So we have Taunton, New Bedford, Middleborough, Marion, and Acushnet.
That's correct, Courtney. Very well done. You've done your history studies.
Thank you. It's amazing to see how far we've come.
Yes, we've come quite a long way in the last 75 years, and we're lucky to have with us today TFCU's president and CEO, Nelson Tavares, to share some details with TFCU's updates.
So without further ado, please welcome Nelson Tavares.
Nelson, thank you so much for joining us today to discuss the future of TFCU.
Thank you for having me.
So I do have a question for you, if you don't mind if we get started and jump right in.
Sure.
Since becoming CEO, you've been instrumental in leading TFCU through growth and innovation. When coming to this role, what kind of future plans did you see for TFCU?
Well, I started with TFCU in 2012 and had an opportunity to become its CEO in 2018. And during that period of time, TFCU was positioning itself for growth, not only to serve and continue serving the Taunton community and surrounding areas, but to actually broaden its reach and service most of southeastern Massachusetts. And since then, we've been able to continue on that path and broaden our approach and start serving those communities in a larger scale.
Well, that sounds wonderful, Nelson.
Yeah, sure. As we discussed earlier, we've come a long way since 1947.
We sure have.
Yeah. Can you talk about maybe some of the milestones that we've had in the last year?
So the last year's been pretty busy, hasn't it?
It really has.
We have just come off a large project where we upgraded our core technology platform, and our members have noticed a greater digital presence. TFCU is now offering the latest and greatest technology offerings and delivery options for our members. So your online banking, your bill pay, your online account opening, everything has been enhanced. It has also allowed us to prevent ourselves from becoming obsolete. We can continually upgrade this software that we have converted to in a way that it will stay up to date with any new technology offerings that are presented in the market.
Yeah, which happens all the time. I feel like technology is
like a daily
advancing
thing.
Every day.
So even though we embarked on this journey a couple of years ago and it's essentially over, we're continually upgrading pieces of our technology so that way we can remain relevant in our marketplace, and we're offering our members the best technology to operate their banking services. We've also recently merged with a couple of institutions. So we recently merged with Acushnet Federal Credit Union in Acushnet, Massachusetts. And that's the third one in the past 2 years.
Wow.
So we've stayed pretty busy.
Yeah.
I would say so.
It's a testament to how hard the team is working here at TFCU.
Yeah.
We've been able to partner up with institutions that wanted to partner with us so they could continue offering up-to-date technology services, but then also insert themselves into the safety of TFCU and our financial stability so we can continue offering their members top-level deposit and lending products with great rates.
And I feel like with our technological advances here at TFCU, with the plugins that we've chosen, it really allows our membership to also be more self-serving in terms of after hours for TFCU. They can do a lot more digital banking and a lot more self-driven transactions at their leisure, at their time.
Sure. Yeah. So the banking now is on demand 24/7. And if you want to fully handle your banking in a digital way, you can with us. Or if you want to come into one of our locations and see our smiling faces, you can also do that. I suggest you come in and talk to us in person. It's more fun.
I mean,
I think so.
We have
Great
fun.
team.
Yeah, and we have a lot of fun.
We do.
I mean, not only is this a great financial institution to be a part of, but it's also a great financial institution to work for. And our members receive so many rewarding things with the advances in technology we have and the offerings that we have, and the employees receive just as much. And I think that's one of the greatest things about being on the street team. It's so rewarding, and to see our growth means that we get to be in a lot of streets, in a lot of areas, and helping all of these local communities. So the growth is where it's at.
Sure. So not only are we looking to continually enhancing the way that we service our traditional core Taunton area membership, and that's very important to us to make sure that we're present here in our community, but that we're now starting to branch out and reach most of southeastern Massachusetts through what you mentioned before, all of our other service locations in Middleborough and New Bedford and Marion, and coming to new locations plus Acushnet. There's a lot coming up and a lot to be excited about with TFCU.
Agreed.
I think as well, what's so great about being a part of the TFCU community is everyone who is a part of this community has such a drive to deliver amazing, sincere, excellent member service to our community as well. And I think that really sets us apart.
Sure. Well, it's part of our core mission. Our mission is to service our members, take care of our employees, stay technologically viable, support our communities, but then also support our employees. We hire local. We all live and work in the communities that we're serving. And that's important to me as somebody who lives here. And I know it's important to a lot of the team members here at TFCU to continually serving our communities.
Yeah, well, I mean, we have great relationships with our members here in the Taunton area. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to developing relationships with our members in other areas as well.
I think, too, you can expect to see the street team hopefully in the future reaching out to those areas as well. Possibly Onset, Wareham.
Yeah.
A lot of events coming up, so keep an eye out for us. So now, Nelson, now that we've had a little bit of a recap with what's happened in the past year, and we've had great talks about our mission to be a part of the community, what can you tell us about TFCU's future?
So the future.
Spill the beans.
Spill the beans. The future looks bright for TFCU. I know that you know we're busy.
We are.
And although our technology conversion has essentially ended, or we've completed it, that work doesn't end. And like we mentioned before, our technology platform is convertible. We can continue to enhance it to be flexible to our community's needs. So whether it's providing a new service or a new digital interface or new fraud controls, TFCU is working really hard to continually upgrade our technology so that we stay at the forefront, maybe ahead in some cases, of the digital offerings that are available in the banking space. Plus, we talked about those mergers that we've had recently.
Yes.
So that's put us into new communities. And that's a large responsibility that we at TFCU are taking seriously. Not only do we want to enter those communities and service those members that are new members at TFCU, we want to enhance their locations. We have a large remodel planned for our Acushnet office. We're going to be bringing state-of-the-art full-service banking technology and capacity into that location. So look out for that coming in the next few months. And Acushnet members have already seen some action happening at their office with more to come. And one of our previous mergers is affording us the opportunity to enter the Wareham market area. So we are going to be bringing a full-service, fully technologically advanced, full-service branch to Cranberry Highway in Wareham, Massachusetts.
That's a great location.
It's a good, busy, easy access location for a lot of our members, and it's going to help us service those communities in the best way possible for TFCU.
Sounds like TFCU is expecting a lot of growth in the future as well.
Yeah. Nelson, where do you see TFCU in the next 5 years?
Well, 5 years is a long time to forecast out, especially considering that our financial landscape and our market changes daily almost. So we have plans for the immediate future. We're expanding our service reach to the new communities that we're touching. We have some new surprises coming out for TFCU, which I think will make a big impact to our membership and the way that they see us.
Okay.
That sounds
And that's about
exciting.
as much as I'm going to say.
I would really like to know what's
We would
coming
love
out.
to know it all.
They'll just have to tune in for the next episode.
But the next 5 years are gonna see us broaden our reach in the communities that we serve. I mean, you mentioned it before: Taunton, Middleborough, New Bedford, Marion, Wareham area, pretty similar, and the Acushnet area. Right. You're going to see us really broaden our reach there, talk to our members there, and be responsive to what they're looking for. Yeah. So as our climate changes, we're going to change with it. As new technology becomes available, we're going to bring it to our members. And that's what we're committing to, on top of all of the community service and reach that we have out there.
Right.
That sounds lovely. And it sounds like TFCU is really, we love to hear feedback from our membership and really take that into account with how we plan to develop in the future as well.
Sure. And before I was CEO, that's what I was taught. Our mission is to service our members, our employees, and to remain financially conservative and viable. And every step we take in managing the credit union, not only myself, but the management team, the executive team, our board of directors, we make decisions that help enhance our mission to help make our communities better.
Right. I mean, I was a member before an employee and a very satisfied member of TFCU. I loved that our credit union was so community-based and seeing it outreach to areas that I've also lived in, New Bedford and Fairhaven. I mean, it is really great to see us being able to reach so many other people in so many other communities.
It feels good, doesn't it?
It does feel good.
I get a certain special pride when I see our organization out in the community helping those that need our services and seeing what we're doing in the community to help.
It's extremely rewarding to not only be a part of a company that grows and services so many people, but to also be part of the street team.
Sure.
So thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're all the ones that do it. We give you the voice to talk to our community and to educate them and to bring those ideas out in the community. So I'd like to thank you for doing
Yeah, no, absolutely. Do you actually see us being like anywhere in Rhode Island area at all?
Sure. So we're fully chartered in Rhode Island, or most of Rhode Island, less the town of Westerly. Okay. But we have a large membership base in Rhode Island. So we have members that utilize our deposit, lending, and other services products in those areas. Will there be a brick and mortar in the future? Possibly, if the opportunity presents itself appropriately for the credit union. But that's part of that 5 years and being responsive to what our members are looking for and what the market provides us opportunity to do.
Well, Nelson, thank you so much for all of the insight. We're very happy to have you today.
Thank you guys for having me.
Of course.
And on the topic of community, I have here a community shout out from one of our members. Her name is Jane, so I'm going to go ahead and read that for us today. I moved to southeastern Massachusetts about 8 years ago and opened an account with TFCU. Their member service is simply the best. I have banked with several credit unions before, but this one makes you feel like family. I always feel welcome regardless of the branch I visit. Usually I visit the Middleborough branch located inside a Chukwu supermarket, but I have also been to both New Bedford and Taunton branches. The service is always the same, and the staff greets me with a friendly smile. Aw, Jane, thank you so much. That was very sweet.
I love hearing feedback.
That was a
like
fantastic review.
Thanks, Jane.
Thank you, Jane.
We hear a lot of fantastic feedback, and what I ask is that if you have feedback for us, members, go to Google, leave us a review.
Yeah, let us know how we're doing.
We love to hear from you, and we greatly appreciate it. Well, Nelson, thank you so much for joining us today on the Banking Made Easy podcast. It's been such a pleasure.
Thank you. I love being here.
Of course. Please join us again. You can catch our next podcasts on any of your social media platforms like Amazon, Apple, Spotify, or YouTube.
And we just want to say thank you for watching, and we hope to see you next time.